Hi guys, I'm Erik Voss, and I just finished watching Logan, and whew, I don't think a superhero movie could make me feel this much. I actually didn't think anything could make me feel this much because I've been desensitized from watching Hugh Jackman turn hundreds of men into mincemeat for the past 17 years. Anyway, go watch Logan, it's amazing, I can't wait to talk about it. But in this video, I'm gonna talk about something a bit more lighthearted. The preview scene for Deadpool 2 that played before the movie. Well, maybe it did. A lot of people are saying that their screening didn't have it, and I don't know why. Maybe you live in another country, or like God just doesn't love you, but I got you covered. Also, relax. Merely knowing that Deadpool is in this scene isn't really a spoiler, but everything I'm about to say is. So, you've been warned. Okay, here's what goes down. Deadpool, Wade Wilson, is on his way into a screening of the movie Logan at a Cineplex, listening to Angel the Morning like in the beginning of the Deadpool movie. But then Wade notices an old man getting mugged, and he says, "Not today, motherfucker." Then, John Williams' iconic Superman theme plays as Wade dashes into a phone booth to change into his Deadpool suit. But rather than speeding through it elegantly like the Man of Steel can, Wade takes a full clumsy minute, and at one point his bare ass presses against the door. Meanwhile, we hear the mugging get worse outside as the old man screams for help and then gets shot. Then Deadpool runs to find the man dead, and he uses his body as a pillow and eats his Cherry Garcia ice cream and jokes that he would still be alive if Logan was there. Cut to Deadpool title, no release date for Deadpool 2, and a seemingly random text scroll of a plot synopsis to The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Okay, so I love this scene, and I think it was a good move to play it before Logan because it would feel really weird as a post-credit scene after the movie. Like, Logan ends so perfectly and poignantly, and this Deadpool scene would kinda shit on that. So instead, this scene kinda works like one of those Pixar shorts that play before those movies. This scene also had a few Easter eggs if you were watching closely. So the first was graffiti on the phone booth that said Nathan Summers coming soon. Coming spelled in the totally crass but totally Deadpool spelling with C-U-M-M. And we already knew he was gonna be in Deadpool 2 since that post-credit scene after the Deadpool movie in 2016. But a quick reminder, Cable, Nathan Summers, is the son of Scott Summers and a version of Jean Grey, and his backstory is very complicated that involves time travel. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. But this character is awesome. He has a bionic arm and a techno-organic eye. He also has some telekinetic and telepathic power, but really Cable took off in a team-up comic series, Cable and Deadpool. So these two are really just made for each other. And we still don't really know which actor is gonna play Cable. Some people are saying that Pierce Brosnan might be being considered since he showed up in that Instagram post with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and recently David Harbour from Stranger Things read for the part. So then in another shot, you can see in the background these posters for the show Firefly. Now that could be a nod to Joss Whedon. He created the show and he directed Avengers 1 and 2, and he was rumored to direct Deadpool 2 after Tim Miller left the project. But then we learn later that John Wick director David Leitch is taking over Deadpool 2, and he directed this scene as a test. I'd say he did a pretty good job. Anyway, Firefly was also a well-respected series that balanced Western and sci-fi genres. And that's kind of what Logan is, a Western filled with a bunch of sci-fi elements. So that also could be why it was included. And then finally, why do we see this plot summary of The Old Man and the Sea? Well, if you know anything about that novel, it actually parallels the story of another old man, Logan, pretty closely. It's about an old, washed-up fisherman who goes out for one last big catch to redeem himself. He's able to catch this massive marlin, but he injures himself trying to haul it back in. And then as he brings it back to land, a bunch of sharks tear away at it so that really all that's left of the fish is a skeleton, and he feels like a failure. But then other fishermen see this huge skeleton and know that he scored this big victory. And it ends with this little boy's sidekick who cries at his bedside when he sees the old man's injured hands. Similarly, Logan is a washed-up old man destroying his body to redeem himself, and it ends with kind of the same image, with his hands bloodied up and Laura crying over him. So yeah, Deadpool is trying to spoil the end of the freaking movie here. Thanks, dude. All right, that covers the Deadpool preview scene. Now, I got a few other videos on Logan planned, so keep an eye out for those. And let me know what you think in the comments about this scene or what you liked most about Logan. And make sure to like this video and subscribe to New Rockstars, and if you really like us, you can contribute to us on Patreon. Big thanks to all of our current donors. You can hit me up on Twitter at EA Voss with any thoughts you had about Deadpool or Logan, or follow New Rockstars on Twitter at New Rockstars for updates on our videos. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.